Inside Paris Open is being brought to you by IBM, solutions for a small planet, and by Isuzu, makers of incredible four-wheel drive.
1 minute.
Welcome inside the Palais Omnisport. These French fans of Bercy have got just the kind of final they were hoping for. Two heavyweights in men's tennis. Paulo Pereira will be residing over this match. He's our chair umpire. Best 3 of 5 sets. Boris Becker will be 28 years old next month. He is the youngest ever champion. The winner here 10 years ago. And now he's trying to become the oldest ever champion of the great Paris Open. Currently, his ranking 5. Pete Sampras, 3 years younger. Right now, his ranking is 2 in the world. When he wakes up tomorrow, he'll be 1 in the world once more.
Time.
These two played at Wimbledon, as we mentioned, but it was much different surface. I asked Pete yesterday how different this match will be on a slower surface.
Yeah, when you hear from someone like Boris, who is a class act and a champion, to hear a compliment about you know, it being my home, kind of means that I'm doing pretty well. You know, I don't go around thinking myself as my home, but it's been pretty good to me.
Luke Jensen, does this slower court and slower ball really favor one player more than the other? Do you think who's got a better ground game?
I think Pete Sampras, because of the good footwork. I like his ability to stay with the guys like Andre Agassi, Jim Courier from the backcourt, whereas Boris Becker's had so much trouble with Andre Agassi in recent years because he can't stay with those players from the ground. Pete Sampras is really the only player in the world that has the complete game.
He serves first.
Zero.
Nice way to start things off. These two have played 12 times. Sampras has a somewhat slender lead, though he's taken the last 4 from Boris Becker. But indoors, it's Becker who has the advantage. This is their 8th indoor match, and Becker has won 5 of them.
Pete Sampras known for the occasional double fault because he does go for it. That one at 164 Ks, a little over 100 miles an hour.
Becker's known for that too. 30-15. And now game point for Sampras.
Here's the athletic ability of Pete Sampras, showing the grace and coordination.
Sampras.
Sampras holds at 15. We'll be back in a moment.
It is so easy getting around Paris. The traffic, it's not too bad. People get out of the way. Just kind of, it's...
All right, for Luke Jensen, the road to Bercy was a little tricky this morning. The road to Frankfurt has been a year-long event, and now there's just one spot left. That's up for grabs for the IBM ATP Tour World Championships, about 10 days away. Goes out The year-end championships upcoming in Frankfurt. There's just one spot left. Jim Courier needed to beat Sampras yesterday to ensure his way in, but what happened is Wayne Ferreira, after losing to Becker, says that he was unfit. He couldn't play next week. With Ferreira out, Courier and Kafelnikov made their way in. So there's just one spot open, and that will go between Goran Ivanisevic and Thomas Enqvist, both of whom are competing next week. It looks good for Thomas Enqvist. He really just has to get to the quarterfinals next week in Stockholm. Ivanisevic would have to win the Kremlin Cup in Moscow and get bonus points, beating guys like Kafelnikov and Medvedev, who are playing there as well. Love 30. Early trouble for Becker on serve. First ace for him. One apiece.
Boris Becker showing the great motion, the trademark of the big German. You can hear the intensity in Boris Becker's voice.
Second serve. Becker's already very, very much on edge. And it's just the opening moments of this 5-set match. Given the business of Paulo Pereira, Luke.
Well, Pete Sampras keeps a lot of redheads, it seems like, here on edge. Yesterday at Jim Courier on edge, because he makes you pay for every point.
You mean you need every good call if you play Sampras.
Remember, you just can't get... You have to hit the lines against Pete Sampras to get the aces. You need to really thread the needle with all your passing shots, with all your big forehands. Because if Pete Sampras gets a racket on those balls, he sometimes hits winners off of them.
Game point, Becker. Oh, yes. It's deuce.
That's a great example. Boris Becker changing up the pace, hitting a semi-kick serve, and Pete Sampras getting a racket on it, nailing a winner. See how he stays sideways, follows through. And Becker just can't get to it.
Sampras taking an extra look at that second serve. He thought that might have been big. But the call goes to Becker.
The nice knee bent. Look how deep that serve was. Very close line, but you have to keep the serve deep against a great shot maker like Pete Sampras. Anything short will be munched. Barbara Becker, Boris's wife. Boris Becker also showing his trademark slow start. Never really gets out to a quick start in these matches. And he knows against Pete Sampras, he doesn't want to get in the hole. Yes, it is a 3 out of 5 set match. Boris Becker needs a good hold here.
Oh, yes. Second his second of this game.
That's a good play early. Watch Boris Becker go to the forehand of Pete Sampras.
Well, that thing had some tail on it.
I think it's a good play early in the match to keep Pete Sampras honest from running around his backhand. return and drilling forehands. Keeps Sampras guessing.
Oh, boy. Got the short reply he wanted, but that thing did dip down. That makes it the third deuce of this first service game of Becker.
Boris Becker not known as a punch volleyer, more as a placement volleyer, and this time it really hurts him, kind of massaging the ball down the line instead of like a Stefan Edberg going up to it and sticking it. Really putting a lot of punch. Mike DePalmer with the beard.
Boris Becker's coach.
That's right. Becker showing some signs of indecision there, having a short ball. Knowing he didn't really hit it cleanly. There's the short, but watch, he starts to come in, but then again, it's not deep enough in the court, and he gets stuck in no man's land. Break point, Pete Sampras.
There's a break already. So Pete Sampras now with a 2-love lead in set 1. Plenty of dough here, and the all-important point, still important at this stage, the final moments of 1995, because if Pete Sampras is the finalist here instead of the winner, he will only hold on to that #1 ranking for 1 week. We'll go right back to Andre Agassi the week of Frankfurt. Agassi idle this week and next, still nursing his chest injury. He was the defending champion here. Had to pull out. Oh boy, a little bit of luck there. Becker can't be happy. Sampras just kind of lumbered over there and gave it a real loose forehand winner.
That's right. He cut it, really cut that forehand early. Caught it early.
Yeah, mistimed it for a winner. 15-love. Second ace.
Again, when you're good and have luck, you become a great player. Pete Sampras getting lucky on the first point, and then showing the great first serve down the middle. You're just able to step it up a notch. Yesterday against Jim Courier, getting a break to go 5-3. Watch the forehand, keeping the shoulders turned, rolling it down the line. He was able to really step up at 5-3 in the third and shut down a Courier that was really wounded from that break at 4-3.
Boris Becker likes his matches to be slow, ponderous affairs, but Pete Sampras is very pulling up to a 3-love lead.
Well, maybe the first one,